Our continuing coverage of the red flag bill moving through the state legislature, and today El Paso County Sheriff Bill Elder weighed in, and he thinks it's just riddled with civil rights violations, but if it becomes law, the sheriff says he will enforce it. News 5's Andy Cohen sat down with Sheriff Elder today. Andy's in studio with more on his concerns about this bill. Andy.
Yeah, Rob, it is not a crime to be mentally ill, and yet, as the sheriff points out, state lawmakers through this bill want to use the tools of the criminal justice system to take guns away from people who are suffering from mental illness. Sheriff Bill Elder believes House Bill 1177 stomps on our civil rights. Not so much the Second Amendment, but rather the Fourth and 14th Amendments.
We're going to be taking personal property away from people without having due process.
The bill creates risk protection orders. If it passes, relatives or law enforcement officers could ask a judge for a court order to take away someone's guns if they're suffering from mental illness. Elder wants gun owners in El Paso County to know
we're not going to pursue these on our own. Meaning the sheriff's office isn't going to run over and try and get a court order.
But if a judge grants an order to a family member, then he can't really refuse it.
We support the rule of law, and if a judge issues an order of the court, then it is up to law enforcement to execute that order.
County commissioners are expected to pass a Second Amendment preservation resolution on Tuesday. It's similar to what commissioners in Teller County just passed this morning.
Our feeling is that it doesn't provide proper protections for a person in gun ownership.
Like El Paso County, he sees many flaws with the bill and may join in a court fight against it.
If it's signed by the governor, we haven't made a decision yet, but we may challenge the law in court.
And Commissioner Steen wanted to make it clear that Teller County's resolution is not a sanctuary declaration like we've seen in some other counties. They didn't really like that term, but if you do read the document, it spells out several legal arguments against the red flag bill. Watching out for you, Andy Cohen, News 5.